then my was watching too, and you.
HR Pufnstuf wasn't just a kids show. It was a psychedelic fever dream wrapped in Saturday morning innocence, million-dollar lawsuits, and secret drug references that sailed right over Mom's head while she poured your Lucky Charms.
Now I can read in bed.
One lawsuit destroyed McDonald's so hard they're still paying today. One creator literally adopted the teenage star when things got weird. And one title, well, Pufnstuf wasn't about dragons. These are 40 weird facts about HR Pufnstuf. But wait until the end, because the bonus fact reveals why your college roommate wouldn't shut up about a dragon puppet. Adjust those rabbit ears. Saturday mornings just got seriously strange. Fact 1. The corporate puppet origin.
So mad and sore, she shook her fist.
I want to thank you for saving my life.
Glad to be of help, Sonny.
In 1968, Sid and Marty Krofft created a dragon named Luther for Coca-Cola's World's Fair Pavilion in San Antonio. Luther performed in Kaleidoscope, a psychedelic puppet show designed to sell Coke to families wandering around Hemisphere 68. This corporate mascot would soon become television's trippiest children's character. Nobody suspected a soda-selling dragon would morph into the mayor of television's weirdest island. Fact 2, the name that panicked NBC.
Let's run for it! Sneeze and wee, standing free!
When Luther became HR Pufnstuf, NBC executives freaked out, not about drugs, but because Pufnstuf sounded too girly. They demanded to know why boys would abandon Batman to watch a powder puff. The Crofts had to convince panicked suits that kids would tune in for their Dragon Mare. NBC worried about the wrong kind of high entirely. Fact 3, the 17-episode disaster.
What's the matter? What's wrong? Help! Am I glad to see you? Jimmy can't remember anything.
Only 17 episodes were made because the Crofts burned through money faster than Witchy Poo's magic spells. $3 million over budget on $54,000 per episode. NBC refused more funding, forcing creators to spend their own savings. The final episode was literally a flashback compilation because they couldn't afford new content. Sometimes beloved shows are born from pure financial desperation. Fact 4, the secret confession bombshell. After 35 years of denials, Marty Krofft finally admitted Pufnstuf was indeed marijuana slang, but only because he wanted to troll NBC executives as a joke. The drug reference was real. The motivation was pure mischief. Krofft was essentially pranking television censors decades before trolling existed. The controversy had the silliest possible explanation. Fact 5, the accidental stoner audience.
This is the day you should always remember.
The Crofts discovered their biggest fans weren't 8-year-olds, but college students getting blazed and analyzing Saturday morning cartoons. University dorms became HR Pufnstuf viewing parties where students found hidden meanings in everything. The show succeeded with audiences creators never intended to reach. Target demographics are more like suggestions anyway. Fact 6. The drug reference evidence.
You ought to know by now that all owls say who.
Episodes contained suspicious gems. Witchy Poo offering roach beef sandwiches, magic smoke from saxophones, Jimmy playing Black Bart, 1960s pot slang. Freddy transformed into a magic mushroom, while Pufnstuf told characters to stop sniffing mysterious vapors. Either incredible coincidences or deliberate winks to counterculture. Adult viewers found patterns children missed completely. Fact 7, the theme song's double meaning.
Wonderful day, we gave wishes away.
Lyrics like "can't do a little cause you can't do enough" struck adults as describing drug tolerance, while "I will take you on a trip" sounded less like adventure, more like invitation. The song worked perfectly for Saturday morning cereal consumption and late night consciousness alteration. Music has always been open to interpretation, but rarely this dramatically across age groups. Remember those giant wood-paneled TV sets? Picture kids in pajamas, cereal bowls, balanced on their laps, completely missing every adult joke, while parents wondered why the dragon sounded so groovy. Fact 8. The adoption arrangement.
This is my pal, Freddy. He's the only talking fruit in the world. Please, Jimmy, squeeze the water.
17-year-old Jack Wilde was so young and far from England that Marty Krofft temporarily adopted him during filming. Krofft later admitted this wasn't his brightest idea, since he had 2 daughters needing attention while managing a troubled teenage performer. The arrangement created television's strangest guardian-child star relationship. Sometimes producers make personal sacrifices that go way beyond professional requirements. Fact 9, the 2-actress audition.
Give him such a shot!
Only 2 women auditioned for Witchy Poo: Penny Marshall, future Laverne, and Billy Hayes, who got the role by jumping on the desk and cackling. The Crofts rejected Marshall, joking, "We couldn't have a Brooklyn witch." Hayes' willingness to abandon dignity immediately impressed the creators. Sometimes the most memorable performances require complete professional fearlessness. Fact 10. The impossible voice cast.
You're looking very natural.
Hiya, boys. How are you?
3 actors, Lenny Weinrib, Joan Gerber, and Walker Edmiston, voiced virtually every character on Living Island, with Weinrib handling most roles, including Pufnstuf himself. This tiny cast created dozens of distinct voices while keeping costs minimal. Budget constraints forced innovation that unlimited resources couldn't have achieved. But the strangest casting moment came when one actress jumped on furniture. Fact 11. The laugh track nobody wanted.
We'll go right in.
NBC stapled a laugh track onto a psychedelic puppet show, like putting training wheels on an acid trip. The Crofts hated it, but sitcom veteran Cy Rose insisted canned laughter would help audiences know when to find scenes funny. Even fantasy programming couldn't escape television's most artificial convention. Network interference often contradicts artistic vision in the weirdest ways possible. Fact 12. The Cass Elliot movie mess.
I'd like a new ring. 3 carats. Love them.
Sid Croft cast his neighbor Cass Elliot as Witch Hazel in the 1970 movie, but the Mamas and Papas singer stayed distant and antisocial throughout filming. Cast members expected warmth from the beloved performer, but got cold professionalism instead. Celebrity casting creates expectations that reality rarely matches. Fame doesn't guarantee friendliness on set. Fact 13, the Martha Raye surprise reversal.
You touch me. You touch the royal body.
Martha Raye arrived with a diva reputation, but befriended everyone and invited cast members to dinner, completely subverting expectations. However, Jack Wilde still called her a right old cow, showing how the same person could create opposite impressions. Professional relationships depend on chemistry that can't be predicted. Some celebrities surprise you, others disappoint, sometimes simultaneously. Those console TVs with actual dials, kids would fight over who got to turn the channel, risking static snow and lost reception just to catch their favorite dragon puppet. Fact 14. The corporate heist.
Okay, now hurry up, Jimmy. Get on, quick now. Good.
McDonald's hired the Crofts to create McDonaldland commercials, then claimed they changed their minds, only to air nearly identical characters months later without credit. Mayor McCheese, Grimace, and Hamburglar were blatant Pufnstuf ripoffs. The fast food giant thought they could steal a puppet dragon and get away with it. Spoiler, they couldn't. Fact 15. The 13-year legal war.
Calling all evil trees, do you read me?
We read you, oh gruesome leader.
The lawsuit lasted 6 grueling years through multiple courts before the Crofts won in 1977, establishing important copyright precedents. The victory required persistence that nearly bankrupted the creators, while McDonald's used corporate resources to delay justice. Corporate theft became corporate tribute through judicial enforcement. Sometimes legal victories outlast the shows that inspired them. Fact 16. The ongoing royalty revenge.
Dear thrones!
The lawsuit forced McDonald's to pay millions and tied their McDonaldland success to Pufnstuf forever through court-ordered payments. Every Happy Meal sold contributes to the original puppet creator's legacy. Justice created lasting financial relationships that continue decades later. The Crofts achieved immortal revenge through American courts. Fact 17. The teen idol paradox. Jack Wilde was already a heartthrob from Oliver when he played 11-year-old Jimmy, creating weird dynamics between his real celebrity status and character's childhood innocence. His delayed voice change until 19 allowed authentic performance throughout filming. Natural biology perfectly aligned with professional requirements through pure luck. Casting often depends on factors beyond anyone's control. Fact 18. The post-fame destruction. After Pufnstuf, Jack Wilde's life spiraled into alcohol addiction that destroyed his career and health. The contrast between his innocent screen persona and adult struggles showed how early fame often becomes a trap rather than opportunity. Success in entertainment can disrupt normal personal development. Some performers never recover from childhood stardom. Picture Saturday mornings, antenna adjustments, cereal milk getting warm, and that moment when the picture finally came in clear just as the theme song started. Fact 19, the button economy backstory. Living Island used buttons as currency because Sid Croft charged neighborhood friends buttons instead of pennies for childhood puppet shows in his backyard. Adult creative decisions often stem from childhood memories transformed into fictional worlds. Personal experiences become world-building elements decades later. The most imaginative details sometimes have mundane, real-world origins. Fact 20, the flute design controversy.
What's wrong with him, Freddy?
I think he's kind of homesick, especially today.
Character designer Coral Kerr created Freddie the Flute as Jimmy's conscience, but Sid. Croft initially rejected it, fearing it looked too phallic for television. Adult fears influence creative decisions that children wouldn't understand anyway. Even innocent musical instruments face scrutiny for accidental sexual symbolism. Creative teams navigate multiple interpretation layers when designing anything for kids. Fact 21, the syndication immortality.
Jimmy!
Despite only 17 episodes, H.R. Pufnstuf ran continuously in syndication from 1971 through 1985 as Croft Superstars, then reappeared on TV Land 1999, 2004, and MeTV 2014 to 2016. NBC kept reruns until 1972. ABC aired them through 1974. Quality content generates sustained revenue through strategic distribution across decades. Sometimes shows discover their true audience through extended exposure rather than original ratings. Fact 22, the cult status validation.
I controlled Pufnstuf.
Pufnstuf, you arranged it all.
Validating its lasting cultural significance beyond its brief run. Critical recognition came decades after production when cultural perspective allowed proper evaluation. Children's entertainment achieved serious artistic status worthy of academic attention. Recognition sometimes requires years of perspective to appreciate innovative content properly. Remember fighting with siblings over the good spot on the shag carpet closest to that massive TV console that heated up the whole room? Fact 23, the Saturday morning revolution.
What an evil way to start the day. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Pufnstuf proved psychedelic visuals could work in children's programming, inspiring decades of imaginative Saturday morning shows that embraced creativity over conventional realism. The series demonstrated young audiences could appreciate sophisticated visual design and complex fantasy worlds. Creative courage often inspires entire generations of entertainment creators. Innovation requires individual projects to prove unconventional approaches can succeed. Fact 24, the living world philosophy.
Yes, I'd like to order 2 boxes of candy. Hold it a minute, Pop Lolly.
Everything on Living Island was alive. Trees, books, mushrooms, candles, clocks, buildings, creating completely animated environments where nothing remained static. This comprehensive animation philosophy made impossible scenarios feel natural through consistent internal logic. Total animation required commitment to fantasy rules that audiences could understand and accept. Creative worlds succeed through believable impossibility. Fact 25. The Celebrity Voice Parade.
I can promise you one thing. This party's gonna be a lot of laughs.
Characters performed impressions of Mae West, Edward G. Robinson, and John Wayne, bringing adult entertainment references into children's programming that worked on multiple audience levels. These parodies added layers adult viewers appreciated, while kids enjoyed characters for individual personalities. Multi-generational content respects different viewer experiences without condescending to anyone. Sophisticated references enhance rather than distract from primary stories. Fact 26. The Chips crossover bizarreness.
Excuse me a minute, Freddy. Pop Lolly, you still there? Good.
H.R. Pufnstuf appeared in Chips, getting pulled over by officers Ponch and John in television's most surreal crossover moment ever broadcast. Fantasy characters maintaining personalities in realistic settings created comedy through genre collision. Some television universe intersections defy all logical explanation. Beloved characters can transcend original context in completely unexpected ways. Fact 27, the Mr. Show parody perfection.
Help, Witchy Poo!
Get off of me! Get off of me!
Mr. Show created Drugachusetts with a talking bong replacing the flute, making drug references hilariously overt rather than subtle. This adult comedy proved Pufnstuf achieved cultural recognition worthy of satirical treatment. Parody represents the highest form of cultural flattery, acknowledging lasting influence. Comedy often provides commentary on phenomena through exaggerated homage. Fact 28. The Nike collaboration fashion.
Come on, Jimmy, join me!
Nike released SB Dunk shoes inspired by Pufnstuf's colorful aesthetic, bringing psychedelic puppet style into contemporary streetwear culture. This collaboration proved classic children's entertainment could influence modern product design decades later. Fashion found value in nostalgia-driven partnerships, connecting past and present cultural expressions. Contemporary brands discovered childhood memories had commercial appeal. Fact 29. The Pogo Remix Renaissance. Electronic musician Pogo's 2011 Living Island remix introduced millennials to H.R. Pufnstuf through internet culture and dance music sampling. This reinterpretation created bridge connections between generations through innovative sampling techniques. Modern artists recontextualized vintage entertainment for current audiences seeking nostalgic content with contemporary presentation. Music provides perfect medium for cultural transmission across decades. Those Saturday morning rituals, adjusting antenna rabbit ears, waiting for the picture to clear, and praying the channel wouldn't drift during your favorite show. Fact 30. The live-action puppet breakthrough.
More action, take two!
H.R. Pufnstuf established television's first independent live-action, life-size puppet series, creating new standards that influenced decades of subsequent children's programming worldwide. This technical innovation combined large-scale puppetry with live actors in unprecedented ways. Creative teams pushed entertainment boundaries by mixing performance styles to create unique viewing experiences. Innovation emerges from combining existing techniques in revolutionary ways. Fact 31. The budget disaster education.
Ooh, he's breaking my limb! I've got him! You won't get away from...
The show's financial catastrophe taught the industry crucial lessons about balancing artistic vision with commercial reality that influenced how subsequent children's programming managed creative ambition. This expensive failure demonstrated unlimited creativity needed financial discipline for sustainable success. Industry education often comes through spectacular failures, providing cautionary examples. Financial disasters sometimes create more valuable knowledge than commercial successes. Fact 32. The international cultural export. Global distribution proved American psychedelic children's entertainment could translate across cultural boundaries while maintaining distinctive appeal in different international markets. Creative quality overcame language barriers when content respected audience intelligence regardless of age or nationality. Universal themes enabled local audiences to find personal meaning in foreign entertainment. Artistic authenticity speaks to shared human experiences across societies. Fact 33. The $3 million mistake. The Crofts went $3 million over budget because they prioritized artistic vision over financial constraints, forcing them to fund production from personal savings while NBC refused additional support. This commitment to quality created lasting visual legacy that justified economic sacrifices. Technical choices often determine how creative works survive across technological change. Sometimes artistic courage requires risking financial destruction. Fact 34. The failed reboot attempts. Multiple revival attempts failed, including Todd Kaufman's 2005 animated pitch featuring Finger 11 covering the theme song, proving some properties resist modernization despite continued interest. These unsuccessful projects showed how entertainment that worked perfectly in original context might not translate to modern production methods. Revival attempts often reveal why shows succeeded in specific historical moments that can't be recreated. Fact 35. The academic analysis phenomenon.
Poor boy, he looks so sad. Sad.
Scholars began analyzing H.R. Pufnstuf as legitimate cultural artifact worthy of serious academic attention, proving children's entertainment could achieve intellectual recognition beyond nostalgic appreciation. This scholarly interest validated the show's artistic merit while exploring psychological and social implications. Academic recognition often comes years later when perspective allows evaluation of innovative content. Intellectual validation sometimes provides more lasting recognition than commercial success. Remember that moment when the picture finally came in perfect, just as Pufnstuf started singing, and you knew Saturday morning was officially beginning? Fact 36. The ripple effect. Legacy.
Privacy freak! I'm not going to bring a gift. I'm going to take one.
H.R. Pufnstuf inspired fashion collaborations, electronic music remixes, comedy parodies, and academic studies, proving genuine creative innovation creates cultural ripple effects lasting decades beyond original production. This influence transcended intended audiences and broadcast contexts. The show's cultural penetration created permanent footprints, inspiring subsequent generations of artists. True success measures itself through influence rather than ratings. Fact 37. The voice acting innovation. The dual performance system, Roberto Gaminet wearing Pufnstuf's costume while Lenny Weinrib provided the voice, created collaborative character development requiring perfect timing and coordination. This approach demonstrated complex teamwork needed for convincing puppet television. Split performance duties showed how specialized skills from multiple performers could create seamless characters. Puppet entertainment required unprecedented collaboration between physical and vocal performers. Fact 38, the filming quality choice. H.R. Pufnstuf was filmed rather than videotaped, unlike most Croft productions, providing higher visual quality but significantly increasing costs that contributed to budget problems. This decision prioritized artistic presentation despite financial constraints nearly destroying the company. Film preserved richer colors and better psychedelic effects, defining the show's aesthetic appeal. Quality choices often require risking commercial viability for artistic integrity. Fact 39. The violent censorship.
Don't worry. I'll give you my special mayor's discount rate.
Irony NBC told the Crofts to stop having Witchy Poo hit her minions with magic wands, claiming too much violence in a show about talking puppets. The network worried about cartoon violence while missing all the drug references. Censorship priorities sometimes focus on obvious concerns while ignoring subtler content issues. Television standards often target wrong elements while missing real controversies. Fact 40. The theme park continuation. Characters continued appearing in live venues and theme park shows long after television ended, proving beloved properties could sustain themselves through performance contexts, maintaining audience connection across decades. Live entertainment provided ways for classic shows to remain current for new generations. Physical presence sometimes creates stronger connections than screen appearances. Character longevity depends on adaptability to different entertainment formats beyond original broadcast. Bonus fact: the accidental genius of sober psychedelia. Here's why college kids couldn't stop talking about a dragon puppet. H.R. Pufnstuf accidentally proved children could handle the same mind-bending visuals that adults needed drugs to appreciate. The Crofts created television's first sober psychedelic experience, designed for Saturday morning cereal consumption. 8-year-olds found natural wonder that college students discovered through chemical enhancement. The show worked because it respected kids' ability to accept impossible worlds without explanation. Sometimes Saturday morning magic and late night enlightenment are the same thing with different breakfast choices. Were you team cereal kid or team dorm room? What's the weirdest Saturday morning show you remember, and did it hit differently when you got older?